Thank you so much for tuning back into Valley News Live, taking a look up in Grand Forks. Still some slightly breezy winds up there, but otherwise nothing to be concerned about at the moment. And right now we do have that first alert weather day for Thursday for that first chance of some Arctic air to really start to arrive in the valley. Now what we're looking at exactly is we're going to start to see some sub-zero temperatures. That's going to continue to stick around for several days, but Thursday is going to be the first day of it with wind chill temperatures getting down into those -20s and even some -30. So here's a track and timing of that Arctic air mass. Now this is going to be on Wednesday, the day before, where we do have that chance for some snow, and then we're going to continue to see that purple air move in on the 11th. That's where we're seeing those negative temperatures really start to sit in areas of North Dakota and even most of the northern part of the United States. And where we see that purple in areas of Montana, that's where we're going to have that air temperature getting into those negative double digits, and some areas even in that elevation getting into those -20s. But otherwise here in Fargo, we're still going to have that pinky color in those negative single digits still stick around for the rest of the week next week. But until then, our current temperatures here in Fargo are sitting at 6 degrees. Feels like -7 here in town, 3 in Moorhead, with a few more single digits already in negatives in areas like Bemidji at -4. Still with temperatures sitting in those negatives for that wind chill temperature. Feels like -12 in Oaks, -10 in Thief River Falls, Grand Forks, and even -12 once again in Devils Lake. But we're also starting to see some more snow arrive from areas near Minot and Devils Lake. And for your first alert forecast, we're going to continue to see that snow try and continue to stick around, but otherwise near that Rolette, Towner County, and even in Benson, we're going to continue to have it start to dissipate in the early morning hours tomorrow. But by tomorrow morning for your morning commute, most of us are going to stay positive for our air temperature, but still negative for that wind chill temperature, with most of us staying in those single digits throughout the rest of your morning hours. But then by tomorrow at lunch, we're already starting to see our temperatures warm up into those double digits, but we are having another snow system just past to the south of us that is going to bring that chance for some snow in areas near that Douglas, Wadena County. But we're not expecting a lot of snow accumulation with that, just some light snow, and that's still going to continue to wrap around and impact us in those areas over there. But even then, we have another chance for some snow on Wednesday. So here's your first alert extended forecast. On Wednesday morning, around your morning commute time, we're going to start to see some snow just starting to make it over the central part of the Red River Valley, still areas near that Devils Lake and Jamestown, and it's going to continue to impact us for most of the day on Wednesday. And even by the evening hours, we're still going to have some light to moderate snowfall arrive in areas of western part of Minnesota. But by Thursday morning, for that first alert weather day, we're going to have some of that cold air finally start to sink in behind this cold front as well, bringing in more chances for some tricky travel as well. And with that, we're looking at some snowfall potential. We're not looking at a lot of snowfall, but still in areas just to the west of Grand Forks, and including Grand Forks, we're looking at areas 2 to 3 inches. And then where we're starting to see some of the heavier snow band, where we're seeing that center of that low pressure really sit in North Dakota. That's where we have that chance for 4 inches of snow. But up until then, temperatures are still going to stay relatively warmer than what we will continue to have, with temperatures for that first alert weather day being much cooler than what we will continue to see. But that's going to be the first start of that first alert weather day and the first start of that cold air really starting to sit in with some breezier conditions as well as we head into Friday and even into the weekend. With temperatures next week, we're still going to have our PM and afternoon temperatures still positive, but still in those single digits, Zoe. And then the morning temperatures still in those single digits, but they're going to be negative.
Let's just clarify, it is not 55 degrees at the low.
Yes, I did notice that. It is not going to be 55.
It is not going to be 55 degrees. Don't get your hopes up.
It's going to be 5.
It's going to be very cold, very brutal. Thanks, Shelby.